Ooh la la, my gorgeous Torini, it looks like this year you are going to exceed your own expectations. And not only that, when it comes to the year 2025, when it comes to numerology, your number is 40. 40, which means that not only you're going to exceed your own expectations, okay, but also you are going to have the beginning of an adventure, okay, the beginning of an adventure when it comes to the 2025. And what I find extremely interesting when it comes to this adventure it's going to happen, you know, in the most unexpected way you can possibly imagine, at the time when you least expected, okay? I need you to keep an open mind, honestly, my gorgeous Torini, because the year 2025 is gonna be better than you can possibly imagine, okay? And it's also a lot to do with a couple of rewards you're going to have, but these rewards, indeed, it's to do with something that has been going on in your life for a while. So it's a lot to do with your own karma, and it's also a lot to do with your own destiny. When it comes to the actual January 2025, my gorgeous Torini, in January you are going to have such a good news, okay? Within the first about maybe week or so in January, you are indeed going to be thinking a lot about starting something new. You're going to be thinking a lot about changing your life. You're going to be thinking a lot about starting some kind of adventure. And then later on, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to January, you are going to have such a brilliant news. This brilliant news, it's really going to pick you up, because this news in itself, it's a lot to do with you having a big reward for your hard work. And once you have this news, seriously, there is a lot which is indeed going to start changing slowly but surely. You will realize how your mind is going to start opening, and especially when it comes to you really wanting to change your life, you know, and there are certain aspects of your life which are gonna be highlighted like never before, and there's certain aspects of your life which are gonna be highlighted like never before. It's to do with those things that you've realized long time ago that they have come to an end and that they no longer make you feel happy. So this good news is really going to bring the best out in you, because you are going to make this important decision. No more like thinking, no more doubting yourself, no more like contemplating anymore. So now you are going to make a really important decision, my gorgeous Torini. And this important decision you're going to make is the direct result of you having that good news, but also at the same time of you being able to open your mind so beautifully, which means subconsciously this particular good news you are going to have, subconsciously this is to do with something you were worrying about so much for so long that it really kind of prevented you from kind of moving forward in your life. So you see how big this is actually going to be. You're not going to start that new venture in January, but you are going to make a really important decision, and you're gonna you're gonna feel so strongly, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to that decision, and you are gonna start kind of realizing your life in a completely different light, and especially when it comes to like you starting to pick up, which is what I already told you. It's not so much about starting a venture when it comes to this particular month, but it's most like about you being in this frame of mind, which is subconsciously, beautifully, in such a sacred way, going to start unlocking something so powerful within. And when that happens, you know, nothing can stop us anymore from doing what we want to do, from doing what we know that we need to do at this stage of of our lives, in order to make things more meaningful for us in many different ways, okay? This is why this is going to be so important. When it comes to the second month of this year, when it comes to February 2025, my gorgeous Taurini, I really like this beautiful person in your life. It's just about this person, really, somebody that's going to inspire you. When it comes to February, somebody that's really going to inspire you. Did you hear this? So this is gonna be important. Somebody is going to inspire you. Sorry, my gorgeous Taurini, but if I've ever seen any year full of changes, then this is most certainly going to be the year 2025. Because when it comes to this gorgeous person, this is somebody who is in your life, somebody who is taking care of themselves, somebody who is taking care of themselves. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're not taking care of yourself, my gorgeous Taurini, but it's somebody who is like really spiritual. This person is in your life. This is somebody who is rather spiritual. This is somebody who is rather successful. This is like a partially, like a maybe business orientated person, but then partially this person is rather spiritual as well. Well, this particular person is somebody in your life, and this person normally inspires you, but now you're gonna realize that you will really badly want to kind of focus on those aspects of your life, like for example nutrition, like for example like a health in general, and that particular balance. You are really gonna be you will understand in your own way, there is no doubt about it, what do you need to do in terms of like feeling more kind of healthy and things like that. You are going to realize, like maybe for some of you, it's going to be like, oh, maybe I just need to kind of join some kind of a gym or something like that. To some of you, it's just going to be maybe, oh, I need to carry on like jogging or something like that. This is, of course, if you're able to exercise. But then again, if you're not able to exercise and things like that, then this is pretty much so going to reflect a lot on certain things that you maybe eat, or a certain nutrition, or certain vitamins and minerals you are going to be kind of focusing on. However this is going to happen, it is just going to bring that much needed energy in your life. My gorgeous Taurini, I'm not being funny, but you have been going through something rather difficult within the last 2 or 3 years. There's no doubt about it. And things have been quite difficult for you, and certain things have been slowed down. But that also did affect other things like in your life when it comes to perhaps health and nutrition. And this is why I really strongly recommend you, like, oh my God, to really kind of pay attention to what this person, what are you going to be exactly inspired by this person that, to do kind of, because it is going to help you like so much, because energetically this is going to be brilliant, because energetically something wonderful is going to happen in terms of your own realignment. This is important what's going to be happening in February, because physically it is going to affect you physically in the best possible way. And us being like fit physically, maybe for example, and things like that, whether it's to do with nutrition or whether it's to do with exercising, this is indeed to do with our own spirituality. Because it does reflect on us spiritually, big time. And it's going to play a major role when it comes to you having more energy. And now it's important to have more energy than you can possibly imagine. And since this is happening in February, my gorgeous Taurini, I mean, come on, it's still the beginning of the year. Do you know what I mean? So this is why this is going to be so important indeed. Oh my goodness. My gorgeous Taurini, I know I'm keep on saying this, but I just want you to understand, like, that there is so much more to it than kind of what lots of people realize. Okay? And also, my gorgeous Taurini, when it comes to the month of March, now this is brilliant. When it comes to the month of March, you are going to realize, now we are talking, baby. Remember what I said to you about January 2025. 25, I say that you are going to have this like kind of good news, you know, it's to do with some kind of a reward for your hard work. And I said that you are not going to start some kind of a venture, but you are going to make an important decision. And to be quite honest with you, you actually focusing in February on what? Are you focusing on February and being inspired by somebody being healthy or doing healthy things? You know, this is part of it. This is all part of it, because something happened in January here, big time, to open your mind in this particular way. So subconsciously, that's why you're gonna connect to wanting to take care of yourself and start to feel so passionate about it. So by the time you get to the March 2025, this is where, my gorgeous Torini, you are going to start this venture. Okay, in March 2025, you are going to start this venture. There is something really specific you are going to do, okay? And there is something really specific you are going to try to start with. In March, there is something really specific you are going to try to start with. And this in itself, it's going to, like, oh my God, this is going to be such an enlightening experience for you, okay? This is going to be an enlightening experience. What are you gonna try here? It's connected to you kind of making that step. This is connected to you making that step, you know. So in January, you're going to make this decision, but in March, first of all, you're going to try something. You're going to try something, and it's going to be, you're going to try doing something, and it's going to be connected on that decision that you've actually made in January. And this, what you're going to try to do, it's really at the same time going to be such an enlightening experience. You're going to have one of the biggest confirmations of your entire life. This is not only going to enlighten you, but at that moment in time, it's going to turn your life around, and you will clearly understand that there is something that you're going to need to sacrifice. There is a major sacrifice you're going to need to make, and you will do that. And as soon as you do that major sacrifice, oh my God, after that moment in time, you are going to be able to start this venture, So the moment in time, you making that sacrifice is just as important, and you will know what this sacrifice is, most certainly. Here you need to understand, my gorgeous Torini, that the one phase of your life it's coming to an end, and another phase it's about to begin. Okay, so this is why this is going to be so important. So the beginning of this venture is indeed going to start to happen, you know, it's going to happen in March 2025. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. But there is also somebody who is going to need a little bit of your help when it comes to March 2025. There is a certain person that you are really going to start worrying about. This person is very dear to you. This person is very close to you. This person is one of the most beautiful people in your life. And I just need you to be very smart here when it comes to that particular person who means to you so much, because that particular person, maybe it's been lied to by somebody else or by some other people. That particular person is being led towards something, to do something that you're completely disagreeing with, and you are 1,000,000% spot on. Whatever this is, you are 1,000,000%, my gorgeous Torini, spot on. So you just need to put your point across, okay? You must prevent this person to do what this gorgeous person in your life is gonna try to do. And I do really think that it's something to do with that person's age quite a lot. So it's either an elderly person, bless their heart, because it's somebody really good and nice, whichever way we look at it. Or it's either somebody who is a younger spirit. I'm sorry, I know it's like, oh God, is it a younger spirit or older spirit? It's very difficult to pinpoint, because to some of you, this is going to be connected to the younger person, like a younger spirit, trying to be misled by, some scary people, towards doing something that everybody would regret. You know what I mean? Or it's like an older person, and it's maybe due to their age, you know, they became like a little bit vulnerable. So it's like kind of easier to mislead them. And don't get me wrong, I do not think that people who get older get more vulnerable. You know what I mean? But sometimes it does happen, and sometimes certain people do tend to take an advantage of it. You know, so this is why I need you to kind of voice your concerns. I really need you to voice your concerns, my gorgeous Taurini. Indeed, the next month it's gonna be April 2025. In April, you just have to be very careful now yourself. I know, like, I have to say to you what I see when it comes to every month, you know, when it comes to me pulling the cards, you know, which things are kind of the more important to me. And it's not that I'm necessarily focusing on positive or a negative. I'm just saying what am I actually seeing here. When it comes to April, 1, 2, 3, 4, when it comes to April, my gorgeous Taurini, you need to understand that, you know, you will try to, somebody is going to be really pushy with something. And somebody is going to like, you are going to be on some kind of a mission. You are going to be on some kind of a mission in April. That's how I can describe this. You're going to have lots of energy. You're going to feel really good. You know, you're going to feel really positive. You will be able to recognize this energy you haven't had in absolute ages. You're also going to have lots of moments in April, for example, where you're going to feel really, really nostalgic about certain things. And this nostalgia, my babies, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. You know, as the time goes by, as the time goes by in general, you know, you will realize that you are constantly going to keep on being like nostalgic unless you kind of return to this certain aspect of your life. There is something big time missing in your life, but it's to do with your past, and it's to do with you not being honest with yourself when it comes to you needing to return to your own roots. This in itself is going to be obvious to you what this is exactly. If it's not going to be in April, it's going to happen like, you know, 2 or 3 months later, trust me. But when it comes to April, what I was going to say to you, that you are going to be on some kind of a mission. Okay, you are gonna be on mission in April, and the problem is that I just don't want this particular person to take some kind of advantage of you. The bottom line is that somebody will be really pushy. Somebody is gonna try to make you to start something you don't want to start, something that is gonna be so difficult to kind of get out of later on. So it's like some kind of a contract, or it's some kind of like signing something, or maybe buying something major, something really big. You really need to be careful. I'm not saying to you to not to buy this, to not to do this. You know, it can either be something really big you want to buy, like a house if you're lucky enough, or something like that, something big, you know. Or, you know, you will want to kind of like, or this is to do with you starting some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of a contract, or signing some kind of a document. What you need to do, I'm not telling you not to do this, but you will know that there is something wrong with this particular person you're going to be dealing with, okay? So that's what I need you to pay attention to. You see, because you will know, intuitively, you will know that something is wrong with this particular person, and somebody is going to be really pushy, and it's to do with you either buying something big, or either signing something which is going to be so difficult for you to get out of. I'm not telling you not to do this, but I'm just telling you right now, no, I'm just telling you now, my gorgeous Taurini, that, you know, just if someone is off when it comes to their energy, if something doesn't feel right when it comes to this person's energy, just ignore it, my gorgeous Taurini. Just like, yeah, okay, smile, and then move on, and then try to kind of like maybe have that deal or whatever this is with somebody else, okay? Because I'm strongly feeling that after that, you know, somebody positive, somebody genuine, it's going to come in. And also something is going to be offered to you here, too good to be true. Okay, something is going to be offered to you here, which is going to be like kind of too good to be true, and that's what I need you to also not kind of ignore, because there is a reason why we feel like this. There is a reason why something instantly feel like something is not right, or something feels like too good to be true. So be very, very careful, because you're going to be dealing with somebody very, very naughty here, my gorgeous Taurini, indeed. By the time you get to the months of May, in the months of May, ooh la la, you are, first of all, you are going to have a big reason to celebrate. In May, you are going to have a big reason to celebrate, my gorgeous Taurini, because something that was keep on breaking your heart, something that was keep on making you feel so negative and so down and so sad ever so often, you know, this is to do with something really personal that has started to affect your personality. Bless your heart, you know. If this would go on for like kind of much longer, seriously, it would kind of reflect on you in a very, very heavy and a rather negative way. You would feel this like heavier than ever before you did, honestly, if it did carry on. I'm just trying to explain to you how much has this been affecting you. It's to do with a personal problem. There is this personal problem, something that was keep on breaking your heart and it was keep on like kind of affecting other aspects of your life as well, you know. So the bottom line is that something that was keep on breaking your heart, and something really personal, and something that has affecting your own personality, you know, it's actually going to come to an end, and you are indeed going to have this absolutely massive reason to celebrate. I'm sorry, my gorgeous Taurini, but you are going to have a massive reason to celebrate, okay? And this in itself, when that comes to an end, when you become aware of this, this is to do with a really positive news. Of course, you're going to have surprising news, positive news, which is going to put you in such a good place. This news, it's also going to, number one, make you aware of what exactly do you need to carry on with. You will know as well, when it comes to that positive news in May, what exactly do you need to carry on with. But there is also, you know, because it's going to like kind of highlight some kind of progress at the same time, if that makes sense. But also, you are going to have this really interesting idea, my gorgeous Taurini. You're going to have this really, really interesting idea when it comes to the months of May 2025. You will know what this idea is. There is some kind of idea at around that time when you hear this, you know, when you're so happy, when you have this reason to celebrate, you know, you are going to also have some kind of idea, and this idea that you are going to have, it's gonna be brilliant. And it's also at the same time you will know what about you wanting to do something, you know, but it's also gonna like kind of like reflect in such a way where you are gonna be able to speed something up as well. You will know, and this in itself is gonna create like a spiritual domino when it comes to the rest of your life in general. And you will know what this idea is, because you're instantly gonna feel good. You're instantly gonna feel active, you're instantly going to feel creative, and this particular idea is going to give you like an instant confidence, okay? But you're not gonna do anything when it comes to that idea just yet. You are gonna wait until the month of June. That was May. In June 2025, you are going to make a major discovery. There is something you are going to discover. There is something you're going to discover. And what are you going to discover? This is going to be huge, because at the same time it's more about your big question. It's also going to be answered. Another massive major confirmation in your life. So you're going to make a huge discovery. And when you make that huge discovery in June, my gorgeous Taurini, most certainly you will know what this is, trust me. And this major thing you're going to discover, the reason why I say it's going to really kind of this major discovery, it's also the reason that I say that this is going to bring you a big, this is going to give you a big answer. It's because it's to do with this idea that you've had in May 2025. Just remember, I told you that you're going to have this brilliant news, positive news, but you're also going to have this idea at around that particular time. You will know what this idea is because it's going to give you an instant confidence. So by the time you get to the month of June, it's going to be major. It's going to be major. There is something major you're going to discover. And what are you going to discover? It's going to give you like a really, it's going to answer your question whether this idea is going to be wise or not, whether this idea is going to be good or not, whether this idea is going to be pointless or not. You know, I told you that this is going to be a brilliant idea, but then I suppose you need to kind of understand and realize this yourself, because once that happens, it's going to be absolutely impossible to ignore this, my gorgeous Torini, whatsoever. So you will know that the bottom line is that you will know that you are making a really wise choice when it comes to that idea, my gorgeous Torini, okay? You will know that you are making a really wise choice when it comes to that idea. Indeed, absolutely brilliant, very wise, very smart, you know. So the big question is going to be answered here. There is no doubt about it, my gorgeous Torini, whatsoever. Like, wow. The next months that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be, so that was May, June, July. It's going to be July. Wow. Honestly, this year it's going to be like no other. To be quite honest with you, my gorgeous Torini, the amount of things that are going to be happening when it comes to this year, it's going to be crazy. Another thing I was going to mention when it comes to the month of June, sorry, I forgot almost. Sorry. When it comes to the month of June, you're also, but it's also going to be like kind of in June and July. No surprise, I skipped from one to another. When it comes to June and July, both of these months are going to be so important because you are going to have a really kind of nice situation here. A nice situation, you know, because somebody who means to you so much, somebody who is like a very special person in your life, somebody who is gorgeous in and out, somebody who is really spiritual, somebody who is really different, somebody who is like really smart and clever. My God, there's somebody who is like a really big part of your life that hasn't been there and in your life around you as much as you wanted to. And this is really kind of telling me that this is to do with, like, just checking if my microphone is there. This is indeed to do with a certain person who is like kind of living maybe away from you, far away from you. Maybe it's to do with something like a family member that lives abroad, or a really good friend that lives really far away, or whatever. But someone is going to make themselves known within these 2 months. When it comes to June and July, that particular person, it's really going to surprise you. Someone is about to return into your life, my gorgeous Torini, and this is really going to surprise you, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it because you will know that you will be able to spend more time with that person. So I know that this is going to mean to you so much. You're going to love it. But it is going to surprise you. It's almost going to like kind of shock you. It's not a bad thing whatsoever. It's actually really, really good, because I do know that this is somebody who means to you so much. And also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And also when it comes to the month of July, this is why I'm completely like, wow. You know, in July, you're really going to start spending more time with people. I'm not saying that you weren't spending like time with people, but you will realize, you know, you're going to feel this really powerful connection with people in your life in general. You're going to start reconnecting with people. You're going to start to realize how much certain people mean to you. And this in itself is going to kind of bring the best out in you, my gorgeous Torini, because at the same time, these people are also going to be primarily responsible when it comes to you being reminded of something major you need to do, something that you forgot about, but it's really important. It's really important, something like official, something important you're going to need to deal with, you know, and it's something that you have been kind of keeping at the back of your mind. Oh, something you didn't want to deal with. We all have these things, you know, but sometimes the longer you leave it, the worse it's going to be. So these gorgeous people in your life, it's not only about you reconnecting with them and feeling so good, but you're also through them going to be reminded of something really important you need to do, but it's official. And for some reason only you can do this, but lots of other people in your life maybe perhaps are going to be dependent on it. No, not literally dependent, no. Are going to get something out of it, are somehow connected to it, you know. So no pressure, my gorgeous Torini, but this is all going to be like kind of connected and pretty much so obvious to you indeed. But also when it comes to the months of July, you are going to have this revelation, my gorgeous Torini. When it comes to the months of this is like there is so much is going to be happening, so much is going to be going on. You're going to have a big revelation now again in July. And this big revelation that you're going to have, you know, it's like basically this in itself. Now, it's pretty much so to do a lot with you being able to walk away from something here. This big, you know, this in the months of July, you are gonna really, it's not only about you having this revelation, but it's gonna be something, it's going to open your eyes. This is gonna be one of the biggest moments of your awakening, spiritual awakening you've ever had. So it's to do this with this big revelation you're going to have, something is going to open your eyes, and now you are really gonna do something so brave. You're going to do something so brave here. You're going to decide to walk away from something that it's just affecting your life in such a way where you will realize here what you're wasting your time with, what's taking your energy, you know, what has come to an end. This is important, baby, to snap out of it so you can give your precious energy towards something that is going to give something back to you, something that is going to help you grow, something that is going to help you to go forward in your life, something that's going to help you to feel so much better. It's important to have moments like this in life because we find out like boom, 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 karmically what has come to an end. So this is exactly what's happening here. Karmically, you will see what has come to an end, but this revelation is going to play a big role because only because of this revelation you're going to have enough courage to actually make a certain step here and to decide to kind of walk away from something major. Not only this is to do with something that has come to an end, but it's really preventing you from doing what you should be doing. It's taking your energy and it has been draining your energy unnecessarily for a while now. So this is why it's important, because you can kind of like make the most of your energy you possibly can, you know, like after this you will be able to make the most of your energy by giving energy towards things that are going to be growing rather than those things that are never going to kind of change in any way, shape or form whatsoever. And also you're going to make an important step in general when it comes to the practicality, you know, in your life indeed. So the next month, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 the next month that I'm going to be talking about, my gorgeous Torini, it's going to be August 2025. In August 2025, you see, this is going to be really funny in a way, because there are two people in your life that are going to be like kind of arguing. Two people are going to be arguing in your life. Two people who mean to you so much. And I do think really that you are going to need to step in, my gorgeous Torini. Okay, so this is to do with either two maybe family members or like a really great friends that just became like a family members, you know, because whatever this is, it's not that you are not minding your own business or anything like that, because this is to do with the gorgeous people in your life. This is to do with people who mean to you so much. But when you find out that these people are arguing about something, you really are instantly going to have this resolution to their problem. some kind of a problem that are arguing about, but you're gonna feel like maybe it's not on you to say it, or you're gonna feel like, oh, you've got other things on your own, to kind of focus on, because there is a lot going to be going on in your life. There's no doubt about it. But I really strongly to kind of suggest you to go forward with an advice or whatever you're going to have, because you are going to have a resolution to their problem. And I really strongly suggest you to do this, because these people are themselves gonna be like kind of really, really grateful. And I can see that you're going to do this. And also at the same time, maybe these couple of people are going to be arguing, but because this is going to be happening at such a moment in your life where you are yourself going through this divine time. The whole month of August I can describe as a divine time. Trust me, in September it's going to be even more important when it comes to your intuition. But August and September are going to be crazy when it comes to your intuition being so highlighted, so enhanced, when it comes to your third psychic eye, indeed. So I do know that you are going to end up having a really interesting conversation with these two people later. Maybe it's going to happen straight away then when you give them this advice, or maybe it's going to happen later on in a month. It doesn't really matter, but there is something that these people are really going to through these people you are going to realize what's missing in your life. And absolutely nothing to do with what they were arguing about, what they were bickering about, or anything like that. But just remember how connected everything actually is. So your little spiritual and karmic reward is going to be here when it comes to being highlighted exactly what is missing in your life. And whatever this is, my gorgeous Torini, whatever this is, it's going to lead towards something absolutely magnificent later on. It's going to lead towards the biggest lifestyle change you've ever had. So this is why this is going to be so important indeed, and it's going to change the whole structure in your life so beautifully. Just a month before that, you realize certain things were affecting your practicalities, so things are really going to start looking up for you, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. When it comes to September, oh my God, just pay attention to signs, pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to synchronicities. It's gonna be crazy. And especially when it comes to the numbers 9, numbers 999, or anything to do with number 9, keep on repeating throughout the months of September. I really strongly ask you, as soon as you become aware of any combination of number 9, my gorgeous Torini, I just need you to understand that you really need to face some kind of fears. You need to face some kind of fears. If you keep on seeing 999 in September, any combination of these numbers, you just need to kind of reflect on what exactly you were thinking about just before, maybe an hour before, or something that's bothering you. But you're not realizing that you have solution to that problem, but you just need to be strong enough in terms of like you kind of facing your fear. So this is how you need to read that number. And also when it comes to September, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to September 2025, you are really going to have a nice reward here, a nice financial reward. In September, you're also going to have a nice financial reward. Listen to me very carefully. In September, you're going to have a nice financial reward. But when it comes to this financial reward, you need to take one step further now. You must not leave it here where it is. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition when it comes to this financial reward. There is something like you're going to have financial reward. You're going to be happy. This is going to surprise you. But at the moment in time you have this financial reward, you're also going to have this realization, my gorgeous Torini. You're going to have this realization that you need to kind of, there is something that you will want to do here by taking this on the next level. Now you need to take this on the next level. If you do it now, you're going to benefit from not being restricted, because you will be in this particular flow. The only thing that worries me is that you're going to be thinking, oh, it's a hard work. No, baby, no. It doesn't matter if it's hard work. There is some kind of wish that you're going to have here. Seriously, there is some kind of wish you're going to have. That wish will come true. Okay? That wish will come true. So that's why I need you to ignore this hard work. Whatever you think that it's going to be hard work, you need to literally go for it. Indeed, my gorgeous Taurini, very, very important. Okay? When it comes to the months of October 2025, you know that you are going to have a really unusual experience, but this unusual experience that you're going to have, you know, it's pretty much so you're either going to have ridiculously unusual experience, like when it comes to like do you know, like, do you know what I mean, like some kind of spiritual activity or some kind of spiritual entity will be going on around you, and you're going to be like, oh my God, you know, you're going to feel something around you in October or throughout the months of October. You're going to feel something around you all the time, but it's going to be good, it's going to be positive, it's going to feel like a guardian angel rather than anything else, or like a spirit guide, like someone is constantly watching over you or something like that. It's actually going to feel really good. It's either going to be like that, or either you are going to like basically you're going to be reminded of somebody really specific, or you're going to be reminded of somebody, you're going to keep on being reminded of somebody really specific who is no longer in your life. Do you know what I mean? So, but either ways, like, you know, it's like more of you kind of realizing, like when it comes to some kind of contemplation here, this is to do with an ongoing contemplation in your life that you're going to be reminded of, my gorgeous Taurini. So it's not only about you kind of being reminded of somebody who used to be in your life, which is beautiful, or you realizing that you are having a spirit guide, but at the same time, at around that particular time, the way you need to reflect on this, it's like you just need to come up, you need to stop like contemplating something. You need to stop contemplating something here. This is going to be a sign, and you will know which contemplation this is. Trust me, you will know which contemplation this is, because there is something really major going to be on your mind, but it's going to happen in such a beautiful and spiritual way. The only way I can describe this is such a beautiful moment of your own liberation. It's going to happen, because only then, through somehow, you're going to realize how long you have been actually contemplating about something which is going to become so obvious right now at this stage of your life. Indeed, my gorgeous Taurini, when it comes to the months of November, when it comes to the months of November 2025, okay, when it comes to the months of November, you just, this is brilliant, you know, because when it comes to the months of November, there are few different possibilities you are going to have. Okay, when it comes to the months of November, right from the beginning of November, you will realize that the energy is going to be like completely different. It's going to be like really calm. It's going to feel like really serene. It's going to feel like so beautiful, you know, and you will realize in November that you are finding beauty in things you've never found beauty before. You know, you will be very deep, you know, you will be very spiritual. You're going to start kind of to realize completely different, you know, things about yourself and about your life, you know, in general. And there are two beautiful opportunities you are going to have. There are two beautiful opportunities, my gorgeous Taurini, you are going to have when it comes to the months of November. And this is when I said about these possibilities, because it's not not only about these two important opportunities. One opportunity, it's going to be important for you because it's going to help you to kind of return to your roots. Just remember what I said before. One opportunity is going to be important because it's to do with you being able to return to your roots. And another opportunity, it's also going to be so important because, like, you will be able to try something and to explore something you've never kind of tried before. And I need you to be strong. And the reason why I said that there are going to be a few different possibilities, because each of these two opportunities are going to provide you with so many more different possibilities. There is so much more to it that you're only going to realize within the next few months. But for now, I just need you to stand really, really strong. I need you to recenter yourself. I need you to ground yourself. Try to take some time out, even if it's a day or two. Try to reconnect with yourself. Try to meditate. Try to spend some time in nature, because all these things are going to be contributing when it comes to you gathering this right balance and seeing certain things, crystal clear. That you already know that they are what they are at the back of your subconscious mind. So it just brings it forward, to us. It brings it to the surface. And that in itself is playing an important role when it comes to us becoming free, when it comes to us liberating ourselves from the certain fears that are subconsciously still kind of holding you back, but it's very deep and it's to do with things that we've gone through like a very long time ago, that are still kind of affecting us to this day, because we still didn't learn a certain a lesson out of it, which is absolutely normal indeed. Okay, so that's why I need you to kind of take this I need you to take these opportunities very seriously, my gorgeous Torini, indeed. So, it's like, so the one is going to be like connected to, connected to like you returning to your own roots, important. And another opportunity is going to be for you to try something you've never tried before. But I just need you to be as open-minded here again. Why? Especially with that one, trying something you've never tried before, try doing something you've never tried before. Why is that important, you think? Why? Because what you're going to find out about yourself and what you're going to realize, it's about to open the whole new window of opportunities for you. At that moment in time, something is going to change. And thank God you're going to take this seriously. You are going to indeed, because, I can tell you this for certain. There is something you're going to try you've never tried, and you're going to tap into something you've never tapped into before. And you are going to have a little adventure. You are going to have a little adventure. And after that moment in time, your whole life, it's going to change. There is no doubt about it. What are you going to tap into? You are going to realize, where have this been all my life? That's exactly how you're going to feel. So that's why to remain open-minded in November, it's ever so important. And when it comes to December 2025, my gorgeous Torini, when it comes to the December 2025, by the end of this month, you are going to have a mind-blowing present. A mind-blowing present. By the end of December, you are going to have a mind-blowing present. Someone is going to give you something, and whatever this is, it's going to be absolutely incredible. You will realize how important you are in some people's lives, in some people's eyes, but especially when it comes to the one specific person, you will know how important you are to that person purely because of the gift that they gave you. Absolutely beautiful. But also, when it comes to the months of December, you need to do something official here. You're going to need to do something really official. Something official, like important, something serious. So it's either to do with you starting some kind of important, not necessarily a court case, but it could be something legal, like a court case, or it's to do with certain official documents. Something is on my lip, yeah. Or it's to do with like a certain official document, my gorgeous Torini. But there is something that you are going to be reminded that you need to do. And I really strongly suggest you to do it in me. Not that you're going to be reminded, but someone is going to give you some kind of advice. There is a really wise advice you're going to have, and this wise advice is really going to shake you up, because you're going to realize how important this is going to be. And this wise advice is going to be based on you needing to hurry up with starting some kind of a legal process, legal progress, or something very official. You will know exactly what this is. It's important when it comes to your own transformation, okay? Because this is going to lead towards your own rebirth, seriously. And I know it doesn't make sense, but trust me, it's going to. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the months here. What is going to be months? Hello. What is going to be a tarot card of the year 2025? My gorgeous Torini, let's just see what is going to be a tarot card of the year 2025. Come on, be something nice. What is going to be a tarot card of the year 2025, my gorgeous Torini? And it's just turned itself by itself. I don't even need to do anything. There you go. The World. Oh my God. When it comes to the year 2025, my gorgeous Torini, this is your card. The World. Success, big achievement, being excited, being positive, being happy, being back in the game. You know, this is the year of your own comeback. You are going to have a major reward for your hard work, to do with success, to do with being so happy. But it also means that the more energy you put towards things, the more you're gonna get out of it, more than you get any other year, my gorgeous Torini. So this is why this is gonna be so important. If you start something new, you know, if you make certain decisions, you can expect them to be positive. You can expect to have a very, very successful outcome. This, my gorgeous Torini, it's gonna be a very successful year for you indeed. And now I'm just going to see what's going to be an oracle card of the year as well. Let's just see what is going to be an oracle card of the year, my gorgeous Torini. Let's just see. Power. I've got a power. I've got a Torini. Look at this, my gorgeous Torini. Power. I mean, come on. You've got the world over there, and you've got a power over here. Absolutely brilliant. You're most certainly coming back into your power. Okay, my gorgeous Torini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I wish you all the best when it comes to the year 2025. My gorgeous Torini, I wish you all the best. This year, it's going to be absolutely incredible for you indeed. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Do you know why this little purple Suji pendant is so special? Huh? Not only because it's so beautiful and it's so striking, but this purple Suji is very special because it has this ability to protect us, you know, against other people's energies. So with other words, we really are able to protect our own energies. And when it comes to setting the boundaries in our lives, making the right decisions and doing the right things in general, you know, it is absolutely ever so important to have the right balance in our lives. By that, I mean, if we do not set the boundaries with certain things in life without even realizing, this is going to be draining our energy, which does affect our own decision making. So when it comes to like being indecisive, you know, being indecisive can be really dangerous in so many different ways, because the life goes by and we keep on being indecisive. But by being indecisive, we lose certain opportunities. We lose certain lifestyles we could live. We never find out what's on the other side. So this is why this purple Suji pendant, my gorgeous people, it's so important. Not only this is going to help you and protect you from absorbing other people's energies, but it's also brilliant for healing, and it addresses issues like, paranoia and insomnia as well. So it's brilliant when it comes to like us, having that feeling where we feel secure and where we feel relaxed. It helps us to kind of release worry and to get on with our lives. So I strongly recommend you, my gorgeous people, to get this purple Suji pendant. Okay, this comes with sterling silver, gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying from my channel, my gorgeous people, you're also supporting my channel as well. This is something I highly recommend you to get. Hello, my gorgeous people. Another pendant I want to recommend you would be this absolutely gorgeous and ever so special porcelain jasper. Porcelain jasper is so important when it comes to us balancing our energies and when it comes to reducing inflammation, for example, but it's also important when it comes to reducing anxiety as well. It improves focus, and it's also absolutely brilliant for the relationships in our lives. It attracts the right people in our lives, you see, and this is ever so important when it comes to our spiritual journey, because it's not only about attracting the right people into our lives, but it's also able to help us to attract the right experiences into our lives as well. So this is why I think this porcelain jasper, it's ever so special to have, my gorgeous people. Indeed, this gorgeous porcelain jasper comes with gorgeous sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is as usual in the description below. By buying from my channel, my gorgeous people, you're also supporting my channel as well. So thank you very much for that. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.